Hey everyone, and welcome to What Did I Miss? Where today I have some great news for fans of the sci-fi epic Babylon 5, which is that a new film is being produced by Warner Brothers that will not only act as a sequel, but also bring back many of the original actors. Also, if you are wondering if the recent writer's strike will affect this news, rest assured it will not, because according to the creator of Babylon 5, J. Michael Straczynski, this project is already complete and will be released in the summer of 2023. So here I will go over all the details we know so far about this new film, which is titled The Road Home, including the plot as well as which actors are returning. But before I get into all of this, I want to say thank you for clicking on this video and ask that you please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you have not yet. It is the best way to support the work that I do and does not cost you a thing. This story comes to us from the man who originally brought Babylon 5 to the screen for the first time almost 30 years ago and has been its driving force ever since, J. Michael Straczynski, or JMS. He has been teasing this project for nearly a year now, after first posting about it on social media in August of 2022. At the time, there was also talk of a reboot that would be produced by the network The CW, who was known for creating new series based on established intellectual properties. However, the company was sold in that same year and has since shifted their focus to lower budget projects, which could ultimately spell the end for the Babylon 5 reboot. There is still hope that JMS will be able to convince Warner Brothers to produce the reboot series on its streaming service Max, formerly HBO Max, at some point in the near future. This may have been what JMS had in mind all along, because while he was pitching a pilot script for a network reboot series, a full movie was being produced by Warner Brothers in 2022 as well. After teasing fans for months, finally on May 1st of 2023, JMS took to social media again to formally announce that a new film was complete and would be released soon. This is his exact quote: "Babylon 5 animated movie, coming from Warner Brothers Animation and WB Home Entertainment. Classic B5, raucous, heartfelt, non-stop, a ton of fun through time and space, and a love letter to the fans. Movie title, release date, and other details coming 1 week from today." A week later, through The Hollywood Reporter, more details were released, including the voice cast. Returning Babylon 5 cast members include Bruce Boxleitner as John Sheridan, Claudia Christian as Susan Ivanova, Peter Jurasik as Londo Malari, Bill Mumy as Lanier, Tracy Scoggins as Elizabeth Lockley, and Patricia Tallman as Lita Alexander. This means that most of the surviving cast of Babylon 5 will be returning to the franchise, which in and of itself is a great accomplishment. Along with these voices, various other parts were recast with new voice actors who will now carry on the legacy of these roles. These characters include Jeffrey Sinclair, Michael Garibaldi, Dr. Stephen Franklin, Jakar, as well as Delin, along with a few others. While it is very sad that the original actors who play these roles have passed away since, and will not be able to hear them on screen again, as a fan of the series, I am pleased that I will get to see their characters take part in a new adventure. I believe that the fact that the film is animated actually helps this transition, since even the surviving actors that are returning for this film will now be able to voice versions of their characters who are younger than they are now. Both Star Trek and Star Wars have also had success with bringing back characters in animated form, and when possible, also bringing back their voice actors, or recasting them when the original actor is no longer able or unwilling to return. Both franchises have also had recent success using the nostalgia created by their original characters to reignite interest in their brands, and Babylon 5 looks to be capitalizing in a similar way. Just this year, Star Trek Picard released its third season, which also brought back the original actors and characters from their glory days. This new storyline resulted in one of the most popular and well-received seasons of Star Trek ever produced, and the returning actors were able to connect with a new fan base. Star Trek has also seen some critical success with their animated series Lower Decks and Prodigy, both of which have made a habit of using famous characters from the history of the franchise in their new stories. Along with the cast announcement, a very interesting synopsis for the film was released, which reads as follows. Travel across the galaxy with John Sheridan as he unexpectedly finds himself transported through multiple timelines and alternate realities in a quest to find his way back home. Along the way, he reunites with some familiar faces while discovering cosmic new revelations about the history, purpose, and meaning of the universe. John Sheridan was introduced in the second season of the series and has since went on to become one of the most important characters in the entire storyline. The audience witnesses the character's apparent death at the end of the series when he is forced to pay a 20-year-old life debt to a character named Laureen and travels beyond the rim. While some fans have theorized that this film will take place at the moment Sheridan leaves the known universe, it is more likely that this film will take place before this event. However, the fact that the film's synopsis also mentions the character traveling to different timelines and realities could be a hint that this is what exists in the unknown realm beyond the rim. There is a good chance that we will also see new and different versions of the characters from the original series, perhaps similar to the mirror universe counterpart versions of characters that Star Trek has created on its assorted series over the years. The entire project was produced in secret in 2021 and 2022 after studios were able to resume their normal production schedules following the restrictions put on the industry by the COVID lockdown. But now in 2023, a writer's strike has all but halted production on any and all recently announced projects. While this film is all but complete, if it is popular, it could lead to more animated projects like this, which would create more good content for fans and the studio. With the recent writer's strike already causing havoc on Hollywood, and a looming deadline for an actors and directors strike on the horizon, animated movies like this one are more and more likely to be greenlit, since animated films and series do not fall under the same union structure that their live-action counterparts do. Since this news has been released, most fans have been excited for it, while some are not happy about the major characters being recast. I, for one, do not have a problem with this, because if you look across all storytelling on stage and screen, you will see that most important characters end up being played by more than one actor. Also, with JMS still being the creative force behind this project, I'm sure that he will make sure that each character is treated respectfully and each voice actor is capable of carrying their respective torch. I also have seen consternation by fans about the fact that this film is animated and not live action, but I've already listed many reasons why an animated movie makes sense, such as the writer's strike and how this will not be affected by it. Animation also makes it easier for actors to return to voice these characters, while also giving producers the option to replace actors who are unable to return in a more seamless way. Also, other popular sci-fi franchises like Star Trek and Star Wars are already taking advantage of this medium and having success with it. But even when the strike is settled, it could very well lead to the aforementioned live-action reboot of Babylon 5 being produced as well. So really, you could look at this upcoming film as a first step towards a whole new future for the franchise, which is very exciting for longtime fans like me. But let me know in the comments, what do you think of this news? Are you excited to see this film? Or are you not interested because it is animated, or because they have decided to recast major characters? Let me know in the comments below. Well, that is all I have, but let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do not forget to hit that like button to support my work, and I will see you next time on What Did I Miss?